there, Jenkser, I think it was. Something starting with J and a lot of other letters. Aton or Arton, if Walsh has another big game, Bond struggle. Nah, I wouldn't. I'd definitely try and get in Walsh, but I wouldn't be trading out Bond. No. Remember how I said to start Sexton, mate? He was a clear play. I mean, come on. Sometimes it doesn't pan out how we thought, but that was a play every day of the week. Hey, Luke, what's going on? Sounds good, mate. Sounds good. Well, let's roll over to YouTube, guys. Let's roll over. Thanks heaps for all your questions, everyone who got around it. But yeah, if you want to continue the party, feel free to roll over to YouTube. As you can see, we are live there. A bit of inception there for you. But yeah, Shorty SuperCoach on YouTube, so feel free to get over there. I need to put my phone back on charge because I didn't charge it for the whole time in camp, and I lost my charger. So we're going to put this shitty Kmart charger to the test. So I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks. Give me 1 second, YouTube. Oh, jeez, I nearly fell over. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but I nearly tripped over my shoe. Would have been embarrassing. All right. Give us a sound test. We're coming through loud and clear. Give us some sound test, my guys. Thanks, Brad. Awesome, Charlie. Thank you, mate. All right. I'm scrolling back to the top, and we are getting through your questions. I got a quiz tonight as well. I whipped it up fairly quickly, so apologies in advance if there's a couple of grammar issues, but amusement straight off the bat. Don't you love to see that? Not taking the 4K is a bigger fumble than one trading out Errol, mate. I thought so. We could have all been sitting with $1,000 each, couldn't we? Oh boy. I will do a bit of a YouTube story about it, no doubt. But look, self-indulgent plug. Let's can you this is the one. It's not. Where are you, Jack? Where are you, buddy? Yeah, I don't know. Can you put links into here? Will this work? Did that work? If you wanna watch Shorty on Deal or No Deal, feel free. It's a bit of a laugh. PC SuperCoach, I have 2 options for this week. Option A, Windsor and McKercher to Graham and Comben. Leaves me with 354 in the bank. Or option B, Windsor, McKercher and Jackson to Graham, Comben and Walsh. I'm definitely the first one, mate. Definitely the first one. I'm holding faith in Jackson. I don't see any need to get rid of him just yet, but I do like bringing in those 2 rookies. Timothy, thoughts on Crouch, McKercher, Windsor, Alfahini, Steele, and Graham? Yeah, I like that. I think that's really nice, mate. Makes sense. Get some really good players in. I think that's good. Matt, g'day, Shorty. Thoughts on Sanders, McKercher, and Cadman out for Graham, Comben, and Steele, or Rao? Yeah, I like this, mate. I'd go Steele for sure, but I really like that. I think good trades. I mean, Graham and Comben, they're guys got to get in closely for sure. So let's make sure we don't miss on them. Amusement. So what did you spend your $1.25 on? Mate, cheeky little soft serve cones, $1.30 apparently these days. What a stitch up. So just put that one in the bank, mate. Put it into a nice little high interest fund and watch that roll up to $10 in 5 years. So that's how we'll roll it. But dubs for Dan. Hold Harry Mackay. Recently hasn't been great. Nah, he's a trade, mate. Like, let me just check his stats, but he's always been a bit of a hit and run sort of job, like get in quick and get out quick, I think. And where's he at? He's at 495. Purely a break-even call for me, and it's 134. So, yeah, see you later, mate. He's done well. I mean, I guess he's made 100K. That's all we asked for. Now it's time to get rid of him. Where are we? Carter, early on, Biggie for Clark, Carroll, or Caulfield. My thoughts are Clark will lose money. Carroll has shaky job security. Caulfield is out, so won't lose cash. Yeah, I mean, look, I guess you're right. Clark is losing cash, but I mean, we're not getting much cash from him anyway. You're only going to get 60K. I probably wouldn't go early on Biggie Newen. I'd rather see it. I feel like there's more pressing, important guys to bring in, but Clark will lose cash. Yeah. Brad, hey Shorty, would you trade in Combin or Newen this week? Definitely Combin. Definitely Combin, mate, for sure. Flynn, McKercher out in Graham, Cabin out in Garcia, Carroll out, Walsh in. Yeah, that all looks good to me, mate. I mean, particularly getting Walsh in. I really like that. I'm just going to jot a couple of things down on the notepad for my preview. What do we got? Walsh. Newen's getting talked about a bit. Combin. Graham. Bont even got a few mentions. Can't complain with McGrath. Yeah. Riding the highs and lows of McGrath. Hey. Thoughts on VC on Tom Green going into Heaney? Yeah, I think that's all right. Like, blokes like Tom Green aren't down for long. So I feel like good chance. And Nick Dacos, sneaky chance to get back to his ultimate best, I reckon. Carter says English or Marshall. I would still go. Gee, they're both playing well. Something just says Marshall. I don't really know why, but I think both will be. They'll serve you well. Both will serve you well. Hey, Luke, how are we, mate? He says, hey, Shorty, how are you? What did you think of the Cats game and how was your school camp? Yeah, camp was good, mate. I hope you're traveling well. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. Like, I am tired, that's for sure, but I thought I'd probably be really zapped, but it was so much fun. The days went really quick. Great bunch of students, so they certainly keep it entertaining. And yeah, no, but otherwise the Cats game was good. Pretty, expected. I mean, Geelong down at Cattery against North Melbourne. It wasn't exactly a surprise, but still nice to see them play some good footy. But yeah, hope you're going well, mate. Carter, how many primos do you have per buy round mid-seasons? Oh, that's a tough one. I don't really want to spend too much time going through every primo and their buy, but let me read you through my current premiums, mate, and you can get a sense for it. And I will sort of, I guess, decide some of my trade-ins from here in line with the buys, try and even things out. But currently, I have Sheasel, Stewart, Yo, and Dacos. Then we got Tom Green, Tuke Miller, Nick Martin. Gee, I need to beef up that midfield. Max Gawn, Brody Grundy, Luke Jackson, Sam Flanders, Tom Powell. And I don't think we can say Nat Fyfe is a keeper. And of course, Heaney will come back in after his bye. So that's the way I'm shaping up at the minute. Stephen, Crouch to Merritt / Rao thoughts. I'd prefer Merritt. I mean, Rao's a great player, but I would prefer guys like Merritt and Steele over him. But he is having a really good year. He really is. You certainly can't fault him. Zach says, hey, Shorty, not sure what to do with Sicily. Do you think I'll bring in Isaac Heaney or leave and pray he can go well again? Look, I suppose, purely speaking, would I hold, do I think Sicily will bounce back and have better form in the next month or so? Yeah, I do. I think he will be a good option at some stage. Would I prefer to get in Heaney at this point in time and wait until Sicily responds? And if he does, bring him in at a better price? That's the way I'd go. So I would trade in Heaney and get rid of Sicily. And look, there might be a time down the track where we can pick up Sicily for early 500s and get the best of both worlds if he does find some form. HD, would you get rid of Bont to get in Heaney and Gorn? No, I wouldn't. I mean, it's very tempting to get in those guys, but you're only going to be, right now you're looking to find a way to bring in Heaney, but if you get rid of Bont, you're just going to have the same thing. You're just going to be trying to find a way to bring in Bont in a couple of weeks after he scores a 150. So Bont's a top 2 or 3 mid in the comp. So arguably number 1 when it comes to Supercoach. So don't trade him out. Jack, hey, Shorty, I got Goulden, McKercher, McGovern out for Walsh, Ryan, and Graham. He's pulled the trigger on Goulden. I get nervous when people trade Goulden out, mate. I mean, he's got a way of hurting you, but look, he's not quite in as good a form or as good a role, so I can see where you're coming from, and I do like those inclusions. Upbeat, Shorty. So back to the Sexton conversation. Started him in emergencies. Darcy, he had an 82. Thank you very much. Nice, mate. Nice. Well, we are loving what Darcy is doing, mate. We are. No worries, Brad. Luke says, also, what are your thoughts on Charlie Cameron getting his 1 week ban overturned? Yeah, I'm going to have a good look at this when I watch some of the footy shows tonight. Like I said, been at camp, so I haven't got quite up to date with all of it, but yeah, just gut feel. I'm surprised. I'll be interested to see the reasonings. But yeah, I am a little bit surprised because I feel like I thought we were erring more on the side of giving weeks for those sorts of things. But maybe each case is a little different. But Mart says your trades for this week. I haven't knuckled down and really gone through any just yet because I've been on camp, so I just haven't really dove into it yet. But definitely Graham comes in. And that's about as far as I've got. I'm going to have to look at a few break evens. I've got a lot of cash in the bank, so I feel like maybe an LDU comes in, or do I save that to bring in Petrarca and Bontempelli in the coming weeks? I've really got to get the old pen and paper out and have a look. But yeah, no worries, Charlie. Flynn, top 1K, mate. Nice. Good stuff. Keep that going. Dion, hey, Shorty, is it time to get rid of Luke Jackson? No, it's not. I've said this stat a few times. Last year when Luke Jackson shared the ruck with Darcy, he averaged 88. When they didn't and he was the sole ruck, he averaged 114. So far he's averaging 110, so checks out. Now, we don't have much going on the forward line. So would you take Jackson, who I think is a better player than last year? Would you, if he slightly improved on that 88, sharing the ruck with Darcy, let's give him 91. Would you take that? I would, because we don't have too much in that forward line. So I'm really keen to just see how they pair together. And I still feel like Jackson will average 90 plus, even with Darcy in the side. And that's good enough for me. Walls trading Graham and Comburn for Clark and McKercher. Thoughts, Shorty? Yeah, I think that's good. I mean, Jordan Clark, up until last week, was going really, really well. So whether you lose full faith in him off one poor week's up to you, but Graham and Comben, then they're clear ins for me. So I like that part of the trade for sure. Amusement says, after the Dogs' not very good football match, I needed a laugh from Watto knowing there are more useless people in the world. Mate, I'm going to pass that on to him. I'm going to pass him on. He will have a response to this, no doubt. Upbeat. Oh, it's Ties from TikTok. Nice, mate. Mart says, what do we need to try and get in, or who is expected to drop the next few weeks? Yeah, for sure, mate. Like, obviously, I think this week's all about getting in any rookies that we've missed. Closey, Comben, Graham. In terms of premiums that have fallen, you got LDU, Jack Sinclair, I like. Then there's a few guys that we probably need to be convinced on or reassured that they still are the players they've been. Jordan Dawson, Clayton Oliver, Darcy Parish, James Sicily. And then you've got a few guys that we know are superstars, but will find themselves at possibly the lowest price of the season over the next 2 or 3 weeks, and that's Marcus Bontempelli and Christian Petrarca. So Bont doesn't turn out 77s too often or whatever he scored, and Petrarca certainly doesn't put in too many sub-70s, and I think he scored 59. So, however you want to cut it, if you don't have those guys, find a way that in 2 weeks, when he gets two big price drops, that you can bring him in because we might not get him cheaper. Zach says, Shorty, how on earth are you ranked so high with that doggy midfield, my boy? Look, I'll admit it's not a great midfield. Don't get me wrong, but I put my chips in the forward line to avoid some weak rookies, and I went a little deeper in the back line. So, and the reason being is I had faith in Reed, Sanders, McKercher, Clark at the time, and Roberts to score good points. McKercher and Clark probably haven't come through, but that's probably why I'm ranked reasonable, because I thought if I can just get by in the first 5 to 6 rounds, then I can pick off. That's why I'm keen on LDU. I'm keen to see Jordan Dawson respond and Clayton Oliver. So I'm optimistic that midfield's going to look a lot better in the next 3 or 4 weeks. Reece, is Bont time to go? If so, who? No, please keep him. Please keep him. He's a gun. Chad, these good trades. Traded out Chad Warner for Jack Steele and Carroll for Sam Walsh. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. You've obviously got a bit of coin in the bank there, mate. I like it. Upbeat Shorty. So back to the... Oh, yeah, we mentioned that one. Rachel, that's just scrolled me right down to the bottom, so I'm going to have to scroll up again. Where are we? Rachel, I've just put Graham in my team over Fife in the midfield and Flanders in for Sam Darcy. Yeah, fair. That's put him in your team, so you haven't traded Fife, I hope. But yeah, I think that's looking good. You possibly could trade Fife. I mean, he's probably still got a nice break even. But no, good call on getting Graham. What's Fife? He should get over 400. Oh, yeah. Break even at 28. So, no, I wouldn't be trading Fife out yet, but please confirm if I've misinterpreted that. Luke, and I heard you're on Deal or No Deal. Yeah, when was that aired? You never told us it was going on air. I did mention that it was on next Tuesday. Last week I did mention it, but that was aired, last night. So, yeah, feel free to go on to 10 Play and have a look if you like, yeah. Jaden, McKercher, and Jordan to Graham and Heaney, and his Combin a must. Like those trades, and yeah, Combin's a must, mate, for sure. Hazed, Shorty, do you think I should go Tom Papley for Tom Powell, Cadman for Combin, Tom Berry for Sam Darcy, Dacos for Yo? And he's launching some trades there. I mean, obviously, we can only do 3 of those, but definitely Papley should go. I think Combin comes in, definitely. And we're a little late to the Darcy party, but he's still got money to make. But, yeah, I'd definitely be looking to get him Powell and Combin. Tom, g'day, Shorty. English in a few weeks' time or Walsh? It probably depends what your ruck setup is, but I think English will be pretty hard to refuse at that price. And yeah, let's just find a way to get Walsh in because he does look so good, but no need to rush it. His price isn't going anywhere just yet. Bailey, is it too late for Merritt or Ryan? No, it's not too late, but look, they're bloody expensive. So, yeah, we're paying top dollar, but for good reason. They're in great form and they'll be keepers. So, yeah, it's all about can you afford it? Yes, you can probably get it, but how much does it put out your other trades? So just weigh it up, map out your next couple of trades and see what you need from your cash. Travis, McKercher to Graham, Sanders to Zorko. Yeah, I like that. I think Zorko has appeared to be a genuine premium in our forward lines now, running off half back. So, yeah, I can't argue with that. I like the left field thinking. Rachel says Graham in for 5. Oh, so we've confirmed that. I'd be holding on 5. He's still got money to make. He's scored some nice points the last couple. Definitely find a way to get Graham in, but I wouldn't do it at the expense of 5. Joel, hey, Shorty, is Rankin worth bringing in? Look, he might. I'd want to see it again. I know he's looked good, but he's teased us for a bit. I want to see it one more week. Let's see if he goes bang again, and maybe we'll make a call. But I just want to see this move to the midfield really set in stone, and then I'd be very keen. Ben, thoughts on McKercher to Graham, Sanders to Steele, Cadman to Big and Ewan? Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Newen, yeah, I probably wouldn't mind seeing one more week out of him, but yeah, they're all really good inclusions, particularly Steele, of course. James Moore, is it time to trade Jackson? No, I've mentioned this a couple of times, but if you have just tuned in, I'm a hold on him for sure. Let's just wait and see how they combine. Jackson still averaged high 80s last year sharing the ruck, and if he's improved at all, he'll get to 90, and that's good enough for a forward keeper this year. But yeah, wait and see. If it all goes pear shaped, then we'll deal with it. But at this stage, I wouldn't trade. Danger Saint, thoughts on Saligo? Going to be our highest CBA now. Cheeky pod, but doubt he has keeper potential. Hey, buddy. Yeah. You want some water? Yep. There you go, pal. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, I wouldn't. That's my sister, guys. I probably wouldn't go Saligo. No, I mean nice option, but thanks, pal. Jess has confirmed no on Saligo, but nah. Look, good option. Will make money, but yeah, probably a good draft option. Not going to be a mid keeper. But I do like your thinking there. Alex, Yo, Walsh, or Miller? Yeah, I'd still rank that Walsh, Miller, Yo in my rankings there. Rachel, do you reckon Will Graham will put up a good score? Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's no reason that he won't. I think there'll be somewhere in the 70 to 90 bracket, but it's always hard to predict rookies, that's for sure. G'day, D-Mac. How are you, mate? What's going on? Placey, hey, Shorty, do you think you could fade Combin to go early on Biggie Newman or Newen even? That extra 100K will be so handy for future upgrades. Nah, get Combin in. Get him in. I know you get that 100K by going Newen, but Combin looks really, really good, and he could genuinely average 85 to 90. I don't think we've got as much confidence with Newen. So let's just, I mean, ideally you can get both because Newen's only played the one game. But give him one more. Give him one more week for us to have a look at him. Noah, trading Caulfield and McKercher to Closey and Graham leaves me with 250 in the bank. Should I use the boost to upgrade Fisher to Heaney despite Swans midfield getting full, or just bank the cash for next week? Now, if you can boost for Heaney, do it. I think, yeah, there's a few coming back, but Heaney's a Brownlow medal favourite. He's on fire. So no one's pushing him out of that midfield, mate. Get him in if you can. Rookie coach AFL, yo. How was the rest of the TikTok live? Yeah, good, mate. Good. Yeah, we had a good little session there. Went for about 40 minutes. Had some good questions. I do enjoy the live sessions are good fun. So, no, I hope you're going well there, mate. Jaden Williams or D'Ambrosio to Closey. I feel like both of them deserve to stay in the side and can still make some good money after good scores. But if I had to, D'Ambrosio would be the trade for me. Travis, hi, Shooty. Hope you're well. Thanks, mate. I'm going nicely. Deal or no deal? Clark, McKercher, and King to Graham, Yo, and Combin. I thought I was seeing things on Network 10 till you spoke. You with the case suited you. Yeah, thanks, mate. And that's a deal, mate. That's a deal for me. I'd make that trade. I think that's a couple of good rookie options, and Yo's on fire. So, yeah, it's pretty funny, wasn't it? Do you reckon would have you taken that deal for 4K or the 10K? Let me know. Jack, have 366 in the bank for the backline player. Have one spot to fill. There's no, I mean, Mac Andrew around that price is good, but I'd still just be going for a rookie and banking around 200 odd K. I'd be going Graham, Closey, if you don't have those guys, and use that cash somewhere else. Boomer Star, keep Jackson this week versus West Coast or trade him and Tommy Powell, Zorko. Yeah, keep Jackson, please. I mean, there's no need to panic. He played well last week. He just didn't use it that good. Like, I think sometimes we get too caught up on, he scored 72. Like, he played good footy. I watched the game. He was cracking in. He was just sloppy with the ball. You know, it's going to happen. So let's just see how he combines with Darcy. I'm happy to see. I'm happy to wait. Tiger Rewalt, do I need Combin because I need Graham and then I have enough money for anyone? And if Combin is a must, then it would need to be him. I only have 2 boosts left. Don't really want to use one. I'm bringing him in, mate. I would bring him in for sure. I mean, at that price and that role, like scoring 75 in a dominant Cats performance down at the Cattery, it's a good score. And he's coming off a 120. Honestly, I would use a boost for that. I would try and get them both in. D-Max says, will Caitlin be popping in tonight? Or even better, what I not sure. I said to Caitlin she should come in for the quiz, but don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And yeah, I guess you can get access to Watto anytime now. Just chuck on that Deal or No Deal episode. Hey, cheers to everyone who's getting involved too. We're been hovering around the 80 mark for most of the live, which really appreciate all your involvement. And if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. And like many of these familiar names, thanks to those guys who tune in every single week. Really appreciate that. Nugs, hey Shorty, what do you think, or who do you think will finish the season with a higher average, Luke Jackson or Isaac Heaney? I think Isaac Heaney. Like, I feel like I know I've been pumping Jackson up, but his average will be affected if he has to share the ruck, where Heaney's going to go on his merry way in that midfield, and I could see him averaging in the 120s this year. So, yeah, I'd still say Heaney would be the man. Tiger Ewald, also trade out Sanders or Berry. I'd be trading out Berry, but it might just depend how much cash you make. I'll probably base that one less around cash gen and more around scoring and future prospects. Jonas, thoughts on Mac Daddy at 304? I probably prefer others. He is a nice little cash grab if you need it. But I feel like we've got enough cash generators cheaper than him to keep us sorted. D-Mac, Brent Stanton, a good in this week. That is a throwback. Charlie says, are you a teacher? Oh, I work at a high school, but I'm in the wellbeing team. So not exactly teaching you maths or English, but part of the teaching staff. Evening, Cal. How are we, mate? No chance, D-Mac, says Trav. Jack, this is a good trade. Heaney for Toby Green and Graham for McKercher. Yeah, I think that's good, mate. I think so. I reckon you've got a nice trade there. Zach, Shorty, Lob got selected for tomorrow night. Thoughts on what this might do to Sam Darcy? Did he just? That's so weird. Let me have a look. Rory Lob, what are you doing in there, boy? You're right. Well, I'd say the only reason is because Jamari Ugle-Hagen's out. So I don't think this will affect him too much. I would say that Lob will probably come in and play more of the Jamara role rather than the Darcy role. So we'll see. But yeah, I don't think it'll be super detrimental, but also probably prefer Lob to piss off. So we'll see how that one transpires. Hayes, Shorty, if you don't use your trades 1 week, do they stack up or what? Nah, so you've just got your trades. That number that you see underneath the trades left, that's how many trades you've got. So I've got 29 left, and that will be, if I don't trade next week, I'll still have 29. But clearly, if I use 3 this week, it'll be 26. And yeah, it's not like they vanish or stack up, nothing like that. Culture says, should I get Cherry or Meek for the ruck? Probably neither for me. I don't feel like either are top 3 rucks, and neither are dirt cheap. Meek would have been the play last week if you wanted to go down that way. But if I was looking to increase my ruck department, I'd be waiting a couple of weeks on Tim English. He's at 650 now, but he'll definitely be dropping a lot after his poor score. So I reckon he's your play. You just have to wait a couple of weeks. And Ethan says, hold English. Yes, I would hold him if I had him, but he's a great bring in if you don't. Culture also says, hold Dawson. No, it's a trade for me. I've been patient with him, but it's a trade for me now because he has been pushed out of the centre bounce a little bit for Rankin and Saligo. James says, I'm holding on to Williams and D'Ambrosio because of the break-evens for both. Thoughts? Yeah, I've done the same. So I had plans to get rid of certainly one of them, but they responded so nicely last week, and they've still got money to make. So yeah, I would be holding on to those guys. Absolutely. Just wonder. Yeah, I probably will get rid of McKercher, I reckon, or Windsor. Windsor for Graham, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at my trades a bit closer in the coming weeks as to how I go about it. But yeah, it's a fun time of year, I reckon, with SuperCoach with all the price fluctuations. What's Luke Davies Uniac? Please be 110 break even. 125, that's fine. That is fine. That is fine. What about Jeremy Sharp? It might be Sharp to Davies Uniac. Come on, just give me like a 60, 50 even, 50 break even. Oh, fuck. It's still, that's good as, right? I didn't realize. Oh, yeah, right. Hello, sir. That's nice. That is nice. All right, back to the questions. Luke, when's the quiz? Quiz normally same time, probably about 8:40. I'll probably put the code out around 8:35, and yeah, we'll go from there. North Melbourne fan number 7. Would you say keep Jackson? Many have said he's a top 6 forward and keeper. I'm in that camp, mate. Hold him. If it all turns to shit with sharing the ruck with Darcy, then we'll deal with it then. We'll cross that bridge if we have to, but I wouldn't be too presumptuous about it. I mean, I've said the stat last year with Darcy, he averaged 88. So all we need is a slight improvement. If he averages 90, that's a keeper for mine in this forward line. Reese, I traded out James Jordan and Curnow for Heaney and Darcy. Win or loss, WL. Yeah, I think that's definitely Jordan to Heaney. That's a play. Charlie Curnow. Yeah, I think that's good. I mean, Darcy were a little late on, but better late than never. So yeah, I think that's good. Luke says, how many boosts have I got left? I've got 2, mate. I've got 2. Charlie, who do you have for the Brownlow prediction? I'm sticking with Tom Green. He was my preseason prediction, and I'm sticking with him. He's had a couple of quieter weeks, but I still feel like he'd be right up there. Clearly, Heaney is on fire and would be leading the Brownlow, but I'd still be going with Tom Green. Jack Hilton, should I get rid of McKercher and Toby Green and getting Graham and Heaney? Yeah, for sure, mate. I would do that. I think that's a good option. PC Supercoach, what time's the quiz? About 8:40, mate, I reckon. About 8:40. DMAC, guys, was Shorty on camp this week. Hasn't mentioned. Yeah, you're a funny guy, mate. You're a funny guy. People tune in at different times, mate. We can't presume everyone's heard it. Oh, DMAC, come on, mate. And this will be funny. This will be funny. Grant Denya. Shorty, long time no see. The media team wanted to get in touch, but thought I'd get you. Oh, fuck. Thought I'd give it to you in the Holy Land. Stream comment section. Channel 10 have informed me that your stash was deemed too sexy to be viewed by the general public, and reports of men and women mass climaxing because of it. Hence, we're considering either blurring it or changing the entire episode to R-rated. Yeah, I can understand that. Grant. Look, I do appreciate the comment, Grant, but it aired last night, mate. So your media team's got to be quicker on the action there, sir. But we love when Grant Daniel pops into the live stream. Always a pleasure. Travis, Shorty dislikes Cameron getting off because Charlie plays well against the Cats. Yes, that's a fair call. Tommy Stewart's going to be a little more nervous now. I'd be happy to have no Charlie Cameron. Luke McMahon, I've been good, Shorty. I don't know why Charlie Cameron got his suspension overturned. The reason was because he was a good bloke. Well, I feel like it's probably got to be a little bit more, involved than that. But that's interesting. Special regards, Grant X. Thanks, Grant. Thanks. Oh, we answered the Brownlow one. Thoughts on Cam Rayner, says Jackson. Look, I would need Rayner to really produce a lot more than one game for me to have trust in him. He did look great. Arguably the best game of his career as a midfielder. So he looked very good. But yeah, I'm holding out. I'd want to see a bit more from him. A bit more consistency. Culture, hey, Shorty, so I get Meek, Cherry for ruck or hold and get a better player. if you're looking to get in those guys, I'd be waiting for a better player. And Tim English would be a guy. James, should I trade Libba or keep him? I'd keep him, mate. Looks like it should just be the 1 week with the protocols, the 12 days. So, yeah, the bloke's on fire. Chuck him on the bench for 1 week. He should be fine. Hold English, yes, Ethan. I'd be holding him. I hate when it just scrolls to the bottom. Where are we? Where are we? Oh boy, we're miles behind. We are miles behind. We always are. Rob, hey Shorty, who would you rather trade right now, Williams or D'Ambrosio? I'd go D'Ambrosio, mate, but I'm at pains because they're both got a bit more money to make. But if I had to, I'll go D'Ambrosio. What am I ranked, says Charlie? I am ranked about 12,000 at the moment. Jonas, when will GWS rookie... Jonas loves to chime in with those little gags. Mitch, boost to get Merritt in for his incredible run, or get Steele or Walsh to save cash? I'd probably lean towards saving cash. I don't really feel like Merritt's a cut above, so I feel like they're all on a similar wavelength. So if you can save some cash, then I'd do it. Andy T, g'day, Shorty. Is Comben a must-have this week? Cheers. Yeah, he is, mate. He certainly is. I was at the Cattery on the weekend, and he looked really good. So I'd get him in. Rookie coach AFL, McKercher, Sanders to Heaney and Graham. No boost, 40K left, good option. Yeah, I think that is a good option. I mean, McKercher and Sanders, I still feel like they've got some good scores in them. How far or how long is McKercher even out for? That's probably a relatively reasonable question. Cleared of a rib injury, so that's promising. Jay, yeah, my heart sinks. Like, are you out at the footy and you just see your guy going down the rooms? Your heart sinks. You're like, fucking hell. Like, the Cats are on fire, but part of me was like, oh, I really was keen to, watch McKercher, but fuck's sake, load, bro. Oh, nice. So he probably won't miss anything. Okay, cool. But you could certainly trade him out anyway. But yeah, good trade, though. I like that trade. Galaxy Wolf, hello. Shorty, just got home from work and finally made one of your streams this year. How are you, big fella? Good, mate. I'm good. Always a pleasure to see you pop into the stream, mate. I hope you're doing well. I hope you stick around for the quiz. My live may end up going on to Tuesdays. I'm not sure, but feel free to chuck in a bit of a Tuesday or Wednesday vote. Last week I did a bit of a poll and Tuesday seemed to be the go. So happy to change it if that's like the majority, but yeah, obviously Wednesday is the norm. Jonas forgot. Jesus, that's loose. That is loose. I'm not sure what that reference was with the boost, Charlie, into what trade, but feel free to let me know. House Finder, if I have more than one emergency on the same line, e.g. mid, do I get the greater score if the E is required? So if you put the emergency on 2 players in the one line, you'll get the lower score. So always just have one emergency on each line. Jonas. Jason, House for Graham, Fisher to Comben, McKercher to Merritt. Yeah, I like that, mate. Got the key-ins there. I like that. Speaking of keys, find keys. Don't need help with trades. This quiz is what we're here for. Yeah, good. We love to see that. Good. We shouldn't be too far off. Give us 15 or 20 and we'll get that code out. Zach, Shorty, is Comben worth a boost? I think he is, mate. Already used 3. Using another is a bit rogue, but could go Jai Clark to Comben this week with a boost. Yeah, I would, mate. I would do the trade. Yes, we don't want to be burning all our boosts, but I think Comben is right up there with one of the better rookie options, moneymakers we could select. So I'd be doing it. Luke, I didn't watch the video where you... Oh, this is Deal or No Deal, where you announced it, but I'm looking forward to watching the replay. Nice, mate. No, I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts. Did Tizio make a feature? No, I went with my mates Watto, who was on the show, Jonah, and Jordan. So it's the 4 of us. Matthew, hey, Shorty, love your work that you do, mate. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, mate. Would love to hear your thoughts on these trades. McKercher and Carroll out, Graham and Common in. Thanks for the kind words, mate. And they're good trades. They're good trades. A couple of guys have made us a bit of coin, bringing in a couple of guys that should make us hopefully a lot more coin. So the perfect rookie ramp, mate. I think that's good. Angus Watto, the great. Not sure, Zach, about. Okay, that's talking to Zach. Fair enough. Ollie, is Steele a good pick still, or is it still late? No, still a good pick, mate. I mean, yeah, it doesn't quite rest as well because we've, could have got him cheaper, but still within his own rights, a very good pick. House Find is Commonwealth a trade for either McKercher or Bonner? Yeah, I think so. Definitely McKercher. I mean, Bonner's still more than capable of some nice scores, but yes, McKercher, I think so. Oh, Matthew had two trades, so one or two. Sanders, McKercher to Carroll out for Merritt. Sanders, McKercher, and Carroll out for Merritt, Graham, and Comben. So the only difference is Sanders to Merritt. Yeah, as much as I love Sanders and I feel like he's still got a ton in him in the next couple of weeks, I would always jump at the chance to bring in someone like Zach Merritt. So, yeah, I'd pull the trigger on getting the premium in there as well as your rookies, mate. Hamish, should I trade out Sanders or Sharp to get Steele? Fielding both at the moment. Sharp certainly has more money to make. Sanders not so. So I think probably bringing in Steele for Sanders as you go, but don't discount Riley having some really good scores over the next 2 or 3 weeks. If he doesn't get subbed off, he's going to score 80 more often than not. Pufferfish, hey mate, hey Shorty, the big shortstopper, show-stopping Haughty shortstop. That is some sort of a name. Just saying you haven't lived until you've heard Isaac Rankin perform. Look after you by the fray at the gather round thinger, mate. Yeah, that was an elite tune. Like his voice is pretty damn good. I was like, Jesus, bloke's kicking snags and serenading me. How good. Brody, hey, Shorty, hope you're well, mate. Your team has been cranking this year. Oh, thanks, mate. Hope you're going well, my friend. Appreciate that. What are your thoughts on Tim English? Is he going to be a keeper? Yeah, I think he'll be a keeper, mate. I think he'll be a keeper. We're entitled to an off week. But yeah, back him in. Back him in, mate. Reese, is Steele for Sarong a good trade? No, I think try and get Steele in, but not at the expense of Sarong. We've got to find another way. Culture, hold Dawson. I think we touched on this. I'd be trading just because he's been a bit pushed out from the centre bounce. Rachel, thoughts on Yoin for Martin in a couple of weeks? Yeah, if Martin were to drop off, I mean, I think Martin could well be a top 8 defender within his own right. But yeah, I think we'll wait and see on that one, how to assess that. Galaxy, have you picked up Tom Sparrow in draft? Think he's locked in to get DPP. Okay. Let me have a look. Is he available? He's a free agent. All right, I need a quick reply here, mate. Tell me, what's he going to get forward status? Is that what you're telling me? Because I'll do it, mate. I'll do it. What's he averaging? 73. Yeah, we could ask for a bit better. Oh, shit, what's going on here? Okay, his last couple of weeks have been good. Yeah, all right, okay. All right, well, hit me up, Galaxy. What position? Sparrow forward status. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Look, I picked up Caleb Daniels sort of just off a whim, just in the off chance he bounces back. But yeah, we'll see. Pufferfish, should I still be holding LDU? Also go early on Newen. I wouldn't go early on him. No, give him another week and I'll be holding LDU. Yes. No positional change. He's a bit out of form. He's not using the footy quite his best, but hold on him, please. Charlie's having a bit of fun there. Xavier, hey, Shorty, how you going? I'm good, mate. How are you? I went to camp. I don't know if you know that. I think D-Mac heard me before. But my trades for this week, Windsor, House, McKercher to Closey, Heaney, and Graham. Lovely, mate. They are all good trades. Lock them in. Daniel Waldron finally made the live session. 2 boosts left. Graham and Closey locked in. Do I use my second last boost to get incumbent? Chewing through me boost. Well, it's good to see you, mate. Great to see you get onto one of the lives. And I would use that boost. I would. I know we don't want to burn through them, but they're there for a reason. And Comben could be one of the best rookie cash generators we have to pick from. So get him in. Matthew, trade Libba for... hold on, Libba. It's just 1 week by the looks of things, unless news has come out that it's going to be longer. I'd hold. T, would you do Luke Jackson to Heaney? No, I'm a hold. Definitely try and get Jackson or try and get Heaney in, but I'd be holding on Jackson. There's no need to panic just yet. If things change with Darcy sharing it, then we'll act on that accordingly, but just hold for now. Culture. Hi, Shorty. What are your thoughts on Brown for Closey and Sexton to Graham? By the way, love your work, mate. Oh, thanks very much. Appreciate that. Brown to Closey, Sexton to Graham. Yeah, look, it's probably the best option. I mean, I feel like Brown still deserves a bit of love. But yeah, he's break even at 14, so he's still got money to make. But yeah, I do feel like those other guys are more important. So if they're your only options, then yes. Burnsy, thoughts on Sanders, McKercher, and Clark to Closey, Graham, and Whitfield? Yeah, love that, mate. All good inclusions. You're getting the right rookies in. I think that's a good play. Who we got? Pufferfish out of McKercher, Carroll, Clark, Coffey, and Howes. What order do you think is most important to get out, and to who? I can boost if needed. Yeah, well, I think probably the most important. I feel like Caulfield just sitting there is just such a waste. So a non-playing rookie, get rid of him. I think I know he brings nothing back through the door, but it's just dead weight. So I'd get rid of him initially. Then probably Howes. And if Clark's named this week, he could be second. So Clark or Howes, and Carroll, then McKercher. So honestly, I feel like Caulfield, Howes, Carroll, and Clark, you could easily trade. McKercher's the only one I'd be like, oh, no, look, I could see him bouncing back. I've got a lot of time for McKercher. I know we haven't seen it just yet, but I feel like there's a good 90 plus coming over the next month if he gets nice and fit. And Xavier says, keep Colby. Totally up to you. If it makes sense to trade, if you need that money, then do it. But at this stage, I think I'm holding. So if he's named this week, I'm very likely to hold. But I've got to go through my my plan. Clearly, you got to get in Graham and Comben. So he might be on the chopping block. But yeah. Joel, keep Matt Crouch, or is it time to move him on? I was thinking of keeping him. Let me see what he scored on the weekend. I mean, my initial thoughts are keep. The only question would be is, does he have that absolute upside over a full season to be a keeper? Yeah, at this stage, I'd keep. Yeah, I would keep him, mate. I mean, yeah, he's only hasn't turned up the last 2 weeks, but he's averaging 108. I'd hold him, mate. There's no reason to get too carried away on him. Luke, Graham, or Comben? Oh, look, it's Comben, but both. I mean, I think both need to be in your side. Rachel's saying, don't keep Colby, trade him. Ollie Slats, hey, Shorty, playing tennis this week? No, I'm not playing tennis, mate. We're off for the winter, full footy mode, mate. So, you playing? I'm having a little break for now. Might return on the summer sesh. Yanshi's in the house. Shorty, you good looking man. When's the Deal or No Deal episode out so I can see you get the 200K? Oh, mate, you mustn't have heard the announcement last week. It aired last night. So go on a 10 play, mate. Go on a 10 play. Let me know your thoughts. Galaxy Wolf, Shorty, I need some advice from you. Got a Zoom class with the girl. 10 out of 10. How do I make a move without it seeming too creepy? So let me get this straight. You're on a Zoom class and you're trying to make a move over Zoom. Is that what we're talking about? Oh, it's risky play, mate. It's risky play. I mean, you can't do it over Zoom, can you? You can only try a little sneaky slide into the DMs, but I don't know if Zoom's our operation. That's some wild activity. But feel free to clarify a bit more info to work with. Pufferfish. Shorty, here's a who. Which episode of Deal or No Deal you on? I'll give it a gander on 10 play. Oh, yeah, for sure, mate. Yeah. So it was on last night. So, yeah, the Tuesday app. Feel free. Let me know your thoughts. Boomer Star wins at a Comben. I don't have heaps of cash. So another 25K or so would be handy. Yeah, for sure. Wins has got the buy. Sort of out of form anyway. So I think that's fair. Luke, I think I remember you saying Deal or No Deal episode was filmed in January. Looking forward to seeing you on the episode. Yeah, thanks, mate. No, it was. Yeah, we filmed it like mid to late Jan. So, yeah, it obviously takes a little bit for them to, just plan it all out and air it and that sort of thing. But yeah, finally came out. Galaxy also Jack Graham worth a look in classic after his buy 370k, 50 CVAs, 50%. I did just pick him up in draft. I'm probably not as keen. I'm probably not, but yeah, I could see him or Liam Baker really pushing up, but probably not one I'd jump at. I'd be happy to get him around 400k with another good game or two. Travis, yes, I would have taken the 4k, but you never know when you're on Deal or No Deal in someone else's shoes. Had to take a punt, thinking of the NFL, I suppose. Yeah, true. That is true. But yeah, walking away with the well, I won't ruin it for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. I won't ruin it. Luke McBahon, you should have a go on the episode as a contestant. I think you would go all right. Yeah, for sure, mate. I mean, I think technically they could have picked me, but when we did the audition, it was like, nah, it's his idea. He's the man. So I think they were pretty keen to get him on. But yeah, I'd be keen as to be the contestant, mate. We'll have to hit up Grant Denyer again. Cameron, hey, Shorty, checking in on a Wednesday. How's it going? Ranked 451, even though I started and still own LDU. Still on for the 50k. Absolutely, mate. And I'd hold on LDU. I mean, he hasn't hit his straps just yet, but I'd hold. That's an awesome rank, mate. But yeah, thanks for popping in for the Wednesday. Still not sure if it'll be Tuesday or Wednesday moving forward. We've had a bit of mixed reaction, but always good to see you, mate. Placey, who's the better option, Merritt, Steele, or Rowell? Oh, they're all great options. I've probably got the most faith in Merritt out of them, but they're all very good. Sam Miller or Walsh, or gee, I think Walsh. Yeah, just tough on that. Adam, thoughts on Andy McGrath? Good player, playing a nice role this year, but no, not for me. He's not for me. I don't think he's got that consistent top end to be worth bringing in. Big fella, g'day, Shorty. Been a couple of weeks, but I'm back. Looking forward to the quiz tonight. Lovely, mate. Good to see you. Good to see you. The quiz won't be too far off, that's for sure. Tony Tran, tell us a funny story. All right. I'll tell you a funny story. It was from camp. It might shock you, but I might tell this one on TikTok as well. But so I was with this student. I'd check in with him quite regularly, and he was really keen to go on a night walk last night. We were originally going to go on a night walk as a group, then it got cancelled. And he was shattered. He was like, oh, mate, I was so looking forward to it. Can we still go? And I'm like, oh, look, we can't, mate. Like, it can't just be me and you. We've got to hang around, rah. And he was like, still on it. I said, look, go ask the coordinator. I'm happy to go for a walk if he says it's okay. He asked the coordinator. He's like, yeah, look, 10 minutes, mate, 10 minutes. You and Daniel go for a walk. So we're going for a walk, and it's pitch black. He's got the torch. He's like, this is sick. He's looking around at the trees and stuff, just me and him. And we sort of get away a bit, and he's like, geez, it's like we're in a horror movie. I'm like, yeah, it's a bit spooky, mate. And he's like, oh, geez, just sort of feels like someone's watching you. I'm like, yeah, kind of, mate. But it's all good. It's all good. Anyway, 10 minutes is up. I'm like, all right, mate, we got to turn around. Anyway, we sort of turn around, and he's like, oh, shit. I think I saw a black silhouette. I think I saw something. And he's like panicking. I'm like, nah, I'm like, chill, mate, chill. There's nothing here, mate. It's all good. And then like 10 seconds later, he looks back again. He's like, oh, fuck. Starts running. He thinks he's seen this thing again. He's bolting away from him. And he's the only one with the torch. So I'm like in pitch black. And then I'm like, oh, fuck. Come back here, mate. For God's sake, come back here, bro. I'm like, calm down. It's all good. Just wait up. Because there's a lake to my right. There's a forest to my left. And he's running further and further away with the torch. I had to get a bit of a sprint on. But he was full worried. He's talking about skinwalkers and all sorts of shit. He's full like heavy breathing. I'm like, it's all good, mate. We're 5 minutes away from the cabins. You're with me. It's all good. It'll be fine. Just calm down. And the whole time walking back, he's looking back. He's like, oh, shit. Like, I thought I saw something. He's looking back every, 2 seconds. Like, it's all G, mate. We'll be fine. But, man, he freaked me right out. When he started sprinting, I'm like, mate, you've got the torch, for fuck's sake. There you go, Tony. Rachel, what are your thoughts on Nasiah Wanganeen Miller? Very good player, one of my favourites. Looks to have taken his game to the next level. So he's obviously found his right price now. He was a bit cheaper, but yeah, good option. Lucas, thoughts on Matt Rowell, and do you think it's worth to get merit after Anzac round? He had West Coast, Giants, North, and Richmond. Yeah, I mean, I think it's worth getting Zach Merritt any time of the year, to be fair. I think he's a gun. And Matt Rowell producing a fantastic season. I mean, I've still got, I prefer those more tried and true premiums, but Rowell is just playing great footy. So you got to respect that. Luke says, maybe watch the footy shows and see what you think about Cameron's suspension, but the reason is very bad and so confusing. Yeah, fair. No, definitely after this live, I've been hanging out for us. I haven't even watched on the couch because I've been away. So, yeah, I definitely will. And look, hang around, guys. Probably give me 5 minutes and I'll put this code out. We'll get through as many questions as we can. Mart, any rookies that need to go ASAP, for example, McKercher, Sanders, and Clark? Definitely Clark on that front. Probably Windsor can go. McKercher and Sanders, look, you could keep them if you wanted, particularly Sanders, but obviously with McKercher, it's like you either trade him now or you commit to holding him for 2 or 3. Otherwise, I mean, clearly Sexton's a bit of a dead weight now, but no, look, none on my field that I'm sort of looking at. But yeah, you may have someone who's a bit more pressing. Nick V. Austin Daddy. I think that's right. It's Nick Loston Daddy, and I pronounce it Nick V. Austin. Holy shit. Thoughts on my King Daddy Loston? He even said it in the comment, and I totally misread his name. How embarrassing. Good player, mate, but not for classic. Do have Loston question on the quiz? All right, I'll try to next week, mate. I'll try to next week. I've already got the quiz sorted. I've already got the questions sorted, but Dreezy, I've got 2 options. Trade McKercher, Windsor, Cadman to Walsh, Graham, and Newen, or just trade McKercher to Comben and Clark to Graham. Let's have a look. So does that mean you miss Comben with the first one, I'm guessing? I'd do the second one, mate. I think getting in those 2 rookies is crucial. I know you won't be able to get Walsh, but I've got a lot more confidence in Comben as opposed to Newen. Oh, these might be a few questions regarding the Wednesday. Tuesday, Baslenka Wednesday. Yenchi got footy on Tuesday, so Wednesday's better. Yeah, okay. All right. Look, it's still going well on the... I'd prefer you do it on a Tuesday. Hey, Shorty, just drinking a Milo. We respect that. Yeah, okay. Look, I think for now, I mean, it's so ingrained in my week to be Wednesday. We might keep it Wednesday, and we've still had some good viewers in that. But yeah, I guess you're never going to fully suit absolutely everyone. But yeah, we'll watch this space. We'll watch this space. Steve, Shorty, what's going on? Not too much, mate. Just getting ready for the quiz. How are you? What happened to the Tuesday after footy training live stream, or is that the plan for the future? Well, I was at camp last night, so I couldn't do it. But yeah, like I was just saying, just umming and ahhing about whether Tuesday's better or Wednesday's better. I'm still not 100% sure. So yeah, I'll just do a bit of thinking and see what we can do. Rachel, does Yo come in for Wanganeen Miller? No, I wouldn't be turfing Wanganeen Miller. I think Yo's a great option, but not at the expense of Nasiah. Galaxy, for me, both Tuesdays and Wednesdays don't work too well. Joined a dodgeball team on Tuesday evenings, which has been very fun. Would highly recommend. Yeah, I do enjoy a bit of midweek sport, but spewing we don't see as much, mate. Hopefully there's some schedules and rosters that do work in for the occasional appearance on the live sesh. Big fella doing McKercher and Mr. Clark for the Combinator, and Wilsey Graham with 285 banked for some upgrades. Yes, I like that, mate. I think there's some really good premiums just falling to a juicy price. So I think locking away some coins a great idea. Josh Martin, hey, Shorty, who is your VC and C? Mine is Butters into Yo. Wow, you're a brave man. Don't know about Yo as an all out and out C. For me, I feel like Tom Green and Nick Dacos are going to bounce back to a bit of form. Now, where are they at? Yeah, they play almost back to back. Yeah, right. Who do the D's have? Oh, they got a bye, of course. At this stage, I think it could be, Nick Dacos into Tom Green. I mean, you got to start considering Harry Sheasel too, the way he's playing. Yeah. Look, one or two more questions, and I'm going to get the code out. There's me Milo, man. Good stuff, Loston. How many boosts do you have left? I've got 2, mate. Hey, Western Port, what's going on? Luke, I would prefer. Oh, yeah, we read that one out. Sparrow with the forward status. HD, would you get in Heaney, Steele, or Flanders? I'd preference the forwards, Heaney and Flanders. You know, they're so good value in that forward line when we have next to nothing else. Galaxy continuing on with Sparrow. When Sparrow gets 50% CBAs this year, he's averaging 85. They should persist now, I reckon. That's interesting. Lucas, is it worth to trade Sanders instead of Colby to have the money for Merritt instead of Matt Rao? Merritt's run is really good with a 140 and 130 average in the last 3 against the next 2. Thoughts? Yeah, I'm open to both. Like, I think both is fine. If you do Sanders instead of McKercher, you sort of got to run the course with McKercher until he drops that 6 or whatever it was, or 2. I can't remember what he scored. But yeah, I would trust Merritt slightly more than Rao, so I'd be inclined to do that. Yeah. Let's get a quiz code out, shall we? Thanks for being patient. I'm sure there's been a few of you guys waiting around for me to chuck the quiz code out, so I'll just get that sorted now. Alrighty. I think it's number 5 this week. Quiz 4. I've got so many quizzes. There must be a better way for me to filter these. There's got to be a way to do this a little bit better, I would have thought. But here we go. So you guys know the drill. We do it through Lookit because I can get more in than a Kahoot. But if you are new, this is what we're looking for. Lookit.com.play. And we got a nice easy code here, 633 6000. Nice and easy. There you go. Lucas, by the way, what sort of activities did you get up to on camp, and what was the food like? Food was good. Had some burgers, had some chicken, meatballs. It was nice. And then, we had like canoeing. There was like a glider, raft building, hut building, archery, and then like just some team games and that type of thing. So it was good. There was like 4 activities and 2. So I think there was maybe 8 or 9 all up, maybe even 10, just depending. But it's really good fun. I think most of the students really enjoyed it. Charlie, thoughts on Kai Lohman? Nah, not for me, mates. I just don't trust the role or consistency from him. But he is playing some better footy the last few weeks. D-Mac, a shorty stream with no baggers is like Bevo not starting an All-Australian and sub. Very rare. I know. I was just thinking that. Where is the man? Where is he? Ross, pretty keen on keeping Sanders and trading out Bevo. Oh, mate. Bevo must hate fantasy football. He just hates it. He does the weirdest things. I mean, if Caleb Daniel's not in that best 22, then I've lost my brain. I mean, I know there must be things that we don't know and there's reasons behind it, but that bloke's a beautiful kick, creative. I mean, unbelievable. And why are you subbing out Sanders out of everyone? I mean, this is your prized pick. Give him a go. I can understand subbing him out every now and then, but not twice in 5 weeks. Come on, Bevo. Luke says, how do you watch the Deal or No Deal episode? I thought on school camps you would have dinner at 6. Well, yeah, we just watched it on 10 play, just watched the replay. So I didn't watch it live, but um, yeah, just watched it on the replay once all the students had gone to bed. Alex, Bramble, McCurchin, Sanders for Graham, Steele, and Comben. Yeah, love it, mate. Good outs. You could keep McCurchin and Sanders, but I think those ins definitely warrant that trade. That's good. Western Port, Hagen out for personal reasons, gives Lobs a chance to break back in the side. No good for Darcy. Yeah, we'd prefer him out. We'd definitely prefer him out. But hopefully he just comes in and more so replaces Hagen as opposed to the role that Darcy's playing. But I guess we'll wait and see. Pufferfish, apparently McCurtry's fine. He will play against the Hawks. They said, yeah, I was reading that before. It's very promising. Very promising. Gives us options at least. Rachel, is anyone getting Dempsey in? I don't think it's time to get him in. The boat's definitely sailed on that one, or the ship, whatever you want to say. But yeah. Steve, Shorty doing these trades so far. Out King, Gibcus, and Caulfield. In Closey, Grain, and Comben. Would you boost to getting Comben if Cadman will be the on-field score if I don't go that trade? Look, whichever way you want to cut it, I think, yeah, the boost is necessary. Comben is necessary. I'd be doing it for sure. We got 38 in the quiz. I want 40. I want it. Come on. We'll try and start this before 10 to 9, I reckon. Noah McCurch was expected to play, but last week or two he played more midfield, which, yeah, I saw that. The centre bounces were up, and I feel like sometimes that's good and sometimes it's not. I feel like for a youngster, often it's better to be just at half back. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how his role develops and whether they, after he's got hurt, whether they take him out of the rough and tumble and put him to half back. I'm not sure. Jonas, hey, Shorty, give a plug to Brad from Supercoach Pro. He was at your goal. Oh, yes, I remember Brad. I remember. He will be doing a YouTube live stream Sunday night. Well, there you go. Get on to Supercoach Pro. He's a good fella, Brad, and get around his live. I always love other people doing a live, so get around him. Supercoach Pro. He's a good bloke. Really pumps out a lot of videos, so get around him. HB, how much money does Matty Roberts left in him? It's a mouthful. I think he'll get over 400. I mean, he's scoring 80 plus most weeks. It's a break even of 13. I think we'd comfortably say he's got another 50K left in him. So hopefully more. Trump or Biden. Not my strong suit, mate. Not my strong suit. Oh, the Zoom girl. Galaxy Wolf. Yeah, with the Zoom girl. I would definitely message her on Facebook if anything, lol. We've got a fair few mutuals. So 2 could use that as an excuse. Yeah, I'd be trying to just play your cards right, but an opportunity might present where you can just ask a little school-related question or something like that, and just just slide in gently. Don't go too full on with the old DMs, but just find that mutual interest, mate, and just hit up a little conversation. We've got 44. Beautiful stuff. I'll put it out one more time in a sec, and then we'll get this rolling at 10 to 9. I don't really like cheese. Shorty live streams Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah, mate, I would love to, but I don't know if I can commit to 2 nights. I don't know. I don't think I can do it. As much as I love it, it is a big impact on if Shorty's got a couple of dinners or hit a tennis or something like that. Luke, go down to only 1 boost after doing McCurch Graham. That's all right. That's okay. Worthwhile. It's worthwhile. DMAC, can we get a quiz about Shorty knowledge next week? How self-indulgent. But if you really want to know, how much did Shorty have in his case on Deal or No Deal? Yeah, you could. You could. I'm in the secondary school culture. Scotty Walker's loving it. Daz Duncan, who should I bring in, Steele or Merritt? Ooh, a tough one. Both guns and both will serve you well. I'd probably just go the cheaper one, and that's probably Steele, I think. So, yeah. Where did we go to camp? It was near Beaufort. Cave Hill Creek, I think it was, near Beaufort. And it was year 7s and year 8s. Jonas, I guess the showers in the dark weren't enough training for old Shorty. Thoughts on Durham says, culture, good draft option, not so much classic, but good player on the rise. Hey, here is SuperCoach Pro. Big dog. Cats for the flag this year, mate. I hope so. I hope so, my friend. Look, I don't quite share that same optimism, but I hope. I hope. Oh, Nick Floston, you're a bad man. Robert, first time playing the quiz. Anything I need to know? Look, try and get in quickly. You'll get rewarded for how quickly you get in. But obviously, take a few seconds. You'll have 25 seconds to answer, but I'd try and get in within probably 5. I think that'll give you a chance. 5 or 6 seconds max. And then, yeah, 12 questions, 4 options. So, yeah, thanks for all your questions. Oh, but have a look at this. This is a crucial question. Anthony, how many scoops of Milo and milk? My milk ratio to the Milo is wild. I'm talking probably 75-25, but in a small glass. So I do the Milo right. Smaller glass, a thickie, 75-25. And then it's a refill job. So it's nice and thick at the start, but you still got some Milo left. Refill it. Yeah, it's just different textures, different. Oh, it's just great. Might do a little tutorial. Carl, short dog millionaire, people's champ, and the mustache wearer extraordinaire. How are you, mate? Hope you're in the quiz, my friend. There is the code. We're about to start. Ross, 67 watching, only 12 likes. Oh, come on. Get him up, Ross. Get him up. Get me up to 20 likes, guys. Come on, give me some love. Any sneaky draft picks, by the way, that you've been looking at or have jumped on? I jumped on Jack Graham. I jumped on Mac Andrew. Someone traded out Tim Taranto, so I just want to keep him on my bench. Caleb Daniel, I just feel like it's worth, if you have room on the bench, just have him there just in case, given how weak our forward lines are. But yeah, every draft is different, but there are a couple of names. 50-50. Nice, mate. We respect that. Hopefully I've got to all your questions. I will touch on everything about D'Ambrosio, McKercher, all these guys on my preview that'll probably be, tomorrow night. So done my best to get through absolutely everyone. But yeah, please appreciate your patience, but please check out the preview on TikTok or on my YouTube channel because, I take notes as I do the live with sort of the main points that people are talking about. And but hopefully most of your questions have been answered by the general vibe of it. You are my shorty, my only. I love the Sunshine song, mate. I like that. SuperCoach Pro. Thanks for the shout out, shorty. Thanks, Jonas. That Mo is giving me Red Dead Redemption vibes. Nah, mate, no worries at all. Always a pleasure. You're good value, mate. So more than happy to. Oh, look at him getting around the likes. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Don't mind the Perkins. I would Rolton Roberts. All right, I'm getting distracted. Let's start the quiz. Let's get around. We got 52 in here. Good luck. Good luck. Question 1. Adelaide scored. See, I told you to be a grammar issue. Its first win on the weekend, defeating Carlton by 2 points. Who kicked the match-winning goal? Isaac Rankin, Sam Berry, Darcy Fogarty, Rory Laird. Yeah, I literally got home from camp, was buggered, had to get something for dinner, then realized I lost my charger, had to get a charger. Then I was like, shit, I've got to do the quiz. So if there's a couple of grammar issues, I apologize. But the answer was Sam Berry. Popular one, most people getting it right. I've tried to throw in a couple of tricky ones, so we'll see how you go. Cromer, Noah, PC, and Bazzo. And a reckless name up top is on top, which we're not going to read out, but we might find an abbreviation for you. The Eagles also brought up their first victory of the season. How many goals did Jake Waterman kick in the win? 4, 5, 6, or 7? He kicked 6. Who would have thought? Jakey boy. Yeah, most people are all over that. Good stuff. Good stuff. Domination, PC, Cromer, Speedy, and Cal. In nice and quick there. And on top is Cromer, PC, Pufferfish, Bazzo, then Noah in equal 4th. Question 3. Harley Reid got last week's Rising Star nomination after kicking goal, along with how many disposals? 27, 29, 25, or 31? G's looking good. I'm glad I held on to him. He's really bounced back nicely. I love the comment, Carl. I love it. 27 and a goal from Harley. We love that. And a cheeky 108 SuperCoach. So how are we going? Loose but shorty. King Josh, PC, Cromer, and Boomer. I reckon Cromer keeps it on top there. He does. Equal first with PC. Boomer, Noah, and Pufferfish equal second. This is close. I reckon there's some tougher questions coming up. In the drawn 2010 grand final, how many points were St Kilda and Collingwood locked on when the final siren sounded? 72, 64, 78, or 68? Iconic image with, what was it, Brendan Goddard or Nicky Dell, someone lying on the ground and the umpire pulls them up. Could have been Lenny Hayes. What was the scores as the draw panned out? 68. 68. Oh, a few went 72, so this could divide things up a bit. In the quickest was PC. Should be on top. Cal, Domination, Speedy, and King Josh. He'll be up there too. King Josh is second. PC on top. Noah, Cal, and then Shorty's feed in a fifth. Surely this one's another tough one. I think, yeah, this might test. Geelong won the 2022 Premiership, giving them how many AFL, VFL Premierships? So obviously the Cats didn't win one for 44 years, but a pretty successful modern day. How many has the club got? 9, 10, 11, or 12? We got 10. I'll be very interested to see how many got that right. Yeah, it was split. I thought this would be a tough one. So 16 right. This could really shake it up. There it is, that name. Lukey Mack, King Josh, PL, and Libba. And the top 5 is King Josh, Noah, PC, Lukey Mack, and Riz makes his appearance on the leaderboard. Hitting the halfway mark now. Question 6. St Kilda stormed home against the Giants, eventually losing by 1 point, having trailed by a game high. How many points? So what was that lead that the Giants got out to, which was eventually clawed back to 1 point? We could almost, I'll give you 25 seconds. We could almost just do 20, couldn't we, really? But it got out to 35. Wow, not many got that right. Tough one. Cat, oh, Jesus Christ. D-Mac, King Josh, unzips for Cripps, and Stiffmeister in quickly. King Josh on top with a bit of a lead. Riz moves up. Stiffmeister, Noah, and PC. Question 7. Which was a few St Kilda questions in here, isn't it? Which Saint kicked the goal to bring the margin back to 1 point? Sinclair, Membry, Caminiti, or Higgins? Thanks, Galaxy. Thanks, mate. I'll try and have a couple from the weekend and then a couple of historical ones. We love the quiz. Born out of me love from the old Triple M quiz on a Saturday back in Shorty's younger days was a highlight of my week, and it was Anthony Caminiti snapping around the body to bring it back to 1 point. 31 of you's getting that right. Nicely done. Loose but Shorty, Cal, Domination, Vlosten, Daddy, PC in 5th quickest, and he'll be close. He's 4th, but King Josh has a bit of a lead. Riz, Noah, Lukey Max in the top 5, but he had a 70-point lead up the top there, doing well. Question 8, Max Rook changed his first name in 2006, having previously been known by what name? Strange dude to change your name in your early 20s or whatever he was. Was his name originally Jed Rook, Matthew Rook, Cameron Rook, or Jared Rook? I think this one's an easy one. We'll see. Even the way he spells it might have been a giveaway, but yeah, it was Jared. It was Jared Rook, but only 11 got that right, so that was trickier than expected. But Domination, he could be up there. D-Max, Short Sticks Knob, Wolfie, and M, 5th quickest there. King Josh, he's 40 clear. Didn't get that one. Lukey Mac, Riz, PC, and Noah all up there still. So tightens up a little bit. Question 9. Another sort of St Kilda flavour. What number did Nick Del Santo wear at North Melbourne? I think he spent about 3 seasons there. Tore us up in a final. I remember he kicked a fucking goal from the boundary line. But did he wear 15, 25, 16, or 26 at North Melbourne? Some of you may recall him playing most of his career in the 26 for St Kilda, and that has split his across the board. Oh, Shorty's got the quiz going tonight. He's testing you guys out tonight. He wore 15. He's in quick again, that name. Shorty's Mo. King Josh. Nice response. Bubblehead and PL. So King Josh, 50 clear. Luke Mack, Wolfie, Riz, and Noah. So Lukey Mack, he's a good operator in the quiz. He's worked his way back nicely. We've got 3 questions left. Question 10. Stuart Dew finished his playing career at Hawthorn. Where did he play the rest of his career? I reckon we're bringing it back with a slightly easier couple of questions here. Sydney, Port, Fremantle, or Adelaide? Port Adelaide, of course, and he could roost a goal there as well. Loose but shorty, Cal, Domination, DMAC, and Stiffmeister. So how are we going up the top here? Has it closed up? King Josh, he's done well. Lukey Mack, Wolfie, Riz, and Noah. So not too much change in the top 5 there. So he's got a nice buffer. Where did Geelong's superstar, Paul Chapman, finish his career? I was clearly thinking of players who switched clubs at this point in time. I was just smashing it. It was like 6:40. I was like, Jesus, I need to think of some questions. I normally do it on Monday. I'm normally a couple of days clear. Carlton, North Melbourne, Brisbane, or Essendon? I expect most of you to get this right. Come on, it's a recent one. He ended up at the Bombers. Yes, well played. Well played. Question 12. I think I put a tricky one in for 12. I think. Can't remember. Wow, loose by Shorty Cal, D-Mac. Shorty's Mo, PC. In very quickly there. And King Josh has a 50-point lead over Lukey Max. It all comes down to this. I don't think he can make up 50 points, so he should be looking good. But which of these players has kicked the most goals this season? That should say goals. Jake Stringer, Cody Waitman, Jai Amos, or Joe Danaher. And I can tell you they are all between 10 and 13 goals for the year. So it is tight. I feel like a lot will go Waitman, but it's actually Jake Stringer. Yeah, okay, it was pretty split, but the majority, just the highest and most popular answer was Stringer. So he's got 13. Noah's in third, second. Gosh, number 1. Nicely played. Let's have a look at these rankings. So that was your top 3. Riz was 4th. So you got King Josh and Luke, who got 11 out of 12. Big fella got 10 out of 12, but was a little bit further down. So he had Riz, Stiffmeister, then big fella D-Mac. There he is. Unzips for Cripps, Cal, Domination, Shorty's Mo, Short Sticks Knob, PC, Loose Butt Shorty, Wolfie Liver. Then we sort of start to round out there. Xavier had a very good quiz. Obviously took a little bit of time when answering, but he answered 9 out of 12. We love to see that. Same with Chugger, 8 out of 12. We respect that. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. All righty. Well played. Now, who was King Josh? Come forward, please. That's all right, Galaxy. That's all right. And Baggers is in the house. Would you look at that? Nice work, Joshy Martin. Well played. Good stuff. What has been going on here? Oh, boy. Oh, here's Baggers. He's come charging in. Yeah, it was bowling express pace, wasn't I, Carl? Absolutely through the middle order there. Just skittled him completely. Feel bad for Watto only getting the $5. I know. And we're splitting it 4 ways. So that's a solid $1.25, guys. We did get about $750 for those correct guesses as well. So we've got a nice night on the Belmont Hotel tab and maybe a cheeky $100 multi or something like that. I have been a bit cheeky tonight, Nick, and Baggers. I've missed you greatly. I mean, I'm not really complete. No Shorty live stream is complete without one of the familiar names, Baggers, popping in. But no worries, big fella. Thank you, mate. Some cricket questions. I'd love to throw a cricket question in there, but I don't know how popular it'd be across the board. I don't know. Look, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. I am pretty gassed from a few days at camp and smashing the quiz out and answering your questions. Absolutely appreciate all your time, all your support, all the subscribes and the comments. So thank you very much. But I am super keen to just get a little 75-25 Milo right in me guts and watch on the couch. Bit of AFL 360. Hopefully get some sleep. But thank you very much, guys. Good luck on the Zoom call, mate. Keep me posted, for goodness sake, please. Thank you, SuperCoach Pro. Cheers, Garen. Puffer fish, you're a good man. All right, guys. Have a good weekend. I'll be back with some TikTok videos, some YouTube videos previewing the weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Carl. Good man. See you, Charlie. Catch you guys. Thanks, mate.